A, A, E, O, U. Hey. Rainbow passage. When the sunlight strikes raindrops in the air, they act as a prism and form a rainbow. The rainbow is a division of white light into many beautiful colors. These take the shape of a long round arch, with its path high above, and its two ends apparently beyond the horizon.
Hello, my name is Jenny. I began my transition in early December, and around the middle of May, I had the Voice Feminization Surgery with Yeson Voice Center in South Korea. So since I'm about 2 months post-op after that, they've asked me to do kind of a quick little interview about my experience with the Yeson Voice Center. So I'm going to answer a few questions, and I'm going to start off with, why did you choose to receive voice surgery at Yeson? Probably the biggest reason was that I couldn't use my voice in public. I had a really hard time switching over from the male voice to the feminine voice that I've been practicing for so long. So it was a really good way for me to just get there in terms of pitch. I also wanted to feel genuine about my voice. I didn't want to feel like I was modifying my pitch a certain way to sound a certain way. I just wanted to have the right pitch and not worry about it. How does voice feminization surgery you received differ from other voice surgeries? Well, there are definitely a lot of reasons that I enjoy explaining to other people, because they really haven't heard of voice surgery quite like it, because there's really no risk associated with this voice surgery as compared to others. There's no scar. There's no chance of, having a weird sounding voice, basically. So it's just like a very natural, easy, very non-invasive way to do a voice surgery. It's actually the most that I've ever come across, and that's why I chose it. My voice, okay, did your voice change immediately after surgery, and how's the result? Yes, my voice changed a lot right after surgery. After 2 weeks, I was able to talk a little bit. I could say like 2 to 4 words a day. I was really surprised when I first heard my voice. And then after a month, I could actually start talking. And it was when I started talking that I really started to adjust to the new voice, which was, it took me like a good 2 or 3 days where my voice was kind of cracking and trying to go down into the lower register again that is no longer there. So it was kind of weird at first, but I got used to it very quickly, for the most part. And other things I'm still getting used to as I go. And I'm actually starting voice therapy this weekend, and I'm very excited about that, because I've actually never had a professional one-on-one voice therapy. I'd listen to some MP3 tutorials and stuff, but never have I had actual voice training from a professional. So I'm very excited for that. Does your voice pass all the time, and how's your life changed? As far as I know, my voice passes every time I use it, so I haven't even received any weird looks about it. People just are when I've told a few people that I thought for sure had to know, because I'd been interacting with them for a few weeks, and they were just blown away. They couldn't believe that I was transgender, and they were so very excited too, and just congratulated me. And I think that's definitely a sign that my voice does pass, and I don't really worry about it at all anymore, especially compared to before the surgery. And I never really cared too much if I was passing, but just being able to pass and not have to worry about what people are thinking, and having that choice is, that is changing my life one day at a time. The ability to go stealth with someone and not have to necessarily explain your entire background based on something that they observe about you. Having the ability to blend in is really a new and completely amazing thing that I'm experiencing right now. Were the staff and Dr. Kim kind and helpful? I thought that the staff, namely Jessie, and all the nurses too, they were all incredibly nice, but Jessie in particular, she's the English coordinator, and she answered every single one of my questions, like immediately. Every time I had a little tiny worry about my recovery, I would just text her and she would get right back to me immediately. And it was really, it was a very relaxing recovery period because of her. And Dr. Kim is incredibly nice, and I felt completely comfortable with him from the very first time I met him, and he speaks English, so I had absolutely no problem communicating with him, and just overall really great things to say about the staff there. And will you recommend the surgery to others? Absolutely. If you are having a hard time getting into your voice, like I did, or you just want to have the right pitch and not really have to worry about it, this surgery could definitely possibly be for you. I feel like I wouldn't recommend any other surgery, voice surgery that is. Namely because of the risks, but also just a really good experience that I had with them, and I'm incredibly thankful for everything that they've done for me, because it really has made a huge difference on my life. And I think that's where I'm going to tie this off, and I hope that these questions are helpful, and I also hope that you enjoyed my YouTube debut. So, yeah, and I'll be doing more videos too as time goes on. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you later.